Educational Foundation. I'm pleased to welcome Brother Michael Tebow Bauer, Zeta Class of 2016, as our graduate brother guest today. And I think I can accurately state that this is the first time in both of our lifetimes, Brother Bauer, that both the football and the basketball teams in Bloomington are both undefeated in the month of November. Now, of
Yeah, that's
course,
right.
we've got to recognize that the basketball team's record is only based on exhibitions up to this point.
That's all
So
right. Got to take the wins when you can get them.
that's right. That's right. Well, listen, brothers who are interested in learning about what all Brother Bauer's been up to since his days at Beechwood, you can read his profile on the Beechwood Educational Foundation website, which is bef.zetafiji.com, and then just click on the link for graduate brother profile. So, Brother Bauer, thinking back on your days at Zeta, just curious if you can share with us some of your fondest memories of your days at Beechwood.
Yeah. Well, Brother Deep, first off, thanks so much for having me. It's great to speak with you. I appreciate you including me and Brother Bronze reaching out and all the hard work that you and the rest of the trustees do. But to answer your question, I mean, I'm sure you've heard this a lot, but it's quite challenging just to kind of cherry pick one or two memories, right? It's kind of if you look at what happens when you're throughout the school year, there's football tailgate Saturdays, there's Fiji Isle, there's dance marathon. I always loved Christmas party right before finals when the whole house was decorated. Was fortunate enough to be a bike team trip cook to Texas once, which was pretty fun. You've got quals, little five. I mean, all that's to say there's really no shortage of fun to be had or memories to be made during the year as a GAM. But that doesn't even really, I would say, factor in just the random nights where you're hanging out over Mother Bears talking about life about 3 in the morning in the docks or something. But if I had to select probably like my favorite memory, kind of more of like an abstract concept, I think it's more of the fact that you're able to do all those things I just mentioned with the same set of guys who are your best friends, and it's kind of the whole destination, not the journey, right? Or I'm sorry, excuse me, it's not the destination, it's the journey. Because you come in as an 18-year-old, knowing hardly anybody, and you spend 4 years getting to know your buddies, learn what all about them, what makes them tick, and just having a ball together. And I think having that ability to have such a depth and breadth and a shared set of experiences is really unique. And sharing in on the shared joy, the shared trauma, everything that happens as an 18 to 22-year-old when you're trying to figure it all out. And you have a group of guys there supporting you and challenging you and just right there to have some fun. I think that's kind of the special product of being a Zeta. And for me, I think that's what I love when I look back on it. It's that's nothing in particular. It's just
Yeah.
doing all that together.
Yeah, it's the totality of the experience that is so meaningful. Sometimes it's very hard to pick out one or two things for sure.
Yeah, and it doesn't even really stop at the end of college, right? I mean, like the memories change and the experiences change, but they get kind of on the relationships only get richer. Like I guess an example, like my pledge brother Rishi Patel, Panda X was his nickname. He did a great job serving as vice treasurer in the house at the time, but like I look back and it's 15 years ago, we were making Fiji Isle together as freshmen and you go through the frog experience and then we roomed together as seniors and now he's giving me advice on what the best bottle is to use for my newborn baby, right? Like I think having somebody that you have that type of experience with and is there to support you and challenge you and have great times with along the ways is really unique. So like memories are kind of continuous thing for me.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and you talk about the totality of the experience and staying connected, to your two guys in your pledge class. And obviously, brothers can read in your profile that you've recently relocated back to Bloomington. And as we wrap things up this afternoon, kind of share your thoughts on why you think it's important for all Zeta Fiji graduates to stay connected to Zeta chapter, as well as find ways to support the undergraduates,
Yeah.
by staying connected to the house, visiting, supporting the educational foundation, et cetera.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's it's really important. I mean, I've been very blessed to have just exceptional role models and mentors in my life, both personally and professionally. And I think a lot of those were Zeta Gams, right? I mean, growing up, one of our best family friends and a big role model of mine to this day is Ron Remack, who I think is class of like 79, Professor David Haberly. I think again, class of 82 has been instrumental in my professional career, helping me from when I was a freshman on campus and through the investment banking workshop and beyond to today. And then guys like Taylor Hoagland, who was in the house with my brother, who I bugged for advice. And he really didn't need to help me out, but he's still helping me out today.
Hmm.
And for me, just kind of paying it forward and attempting to help the next generation is extremely important. I mean, I'm a firm believer in you kind of give it like you want to get it, right? And I want to
Absolutely.
give back in the same manner that I got it years ago, which allows me to really have some great advice and great people looking out for me. And then secondly is somebody who paid their own way through school. I think the Beechwood Educational Foundation was extremely helpful and impactful on my personal college experience. I mean, receiving those scholarship checks and the Dr. Bruce White Memorial Scholarship one of those years, like really helped me kind of get through the challenges and obstacles that you have
Hmm.
going through and paying through college. So kind of more so just wanted to send the elevator back down and helping the next group of GANs to make sure that you're leaving this place better than what you received it, right?
Yeah, I think that great, and truly not for college days alone. That's for sure.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
well, listen, thank you so much for joining us this afternoon, Brother Bauer, and we'll look forward to crossing paths through the halls of 431 North Woodlawn or elsewhere at sporting events, etc. And like I said, uh, anybody that is interested in getting in touch with Brother Tebow, he will provide some contact information on the written profile that's on the website. So again, thanks for joining us.
Yeah,
Have
thanks
a
so
great
much.
rest of the week, and
Appreciate it
go
very much.
Hoosiers.
Yeah, that's right. Talk soon. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Bye bye. All right.